Nissan 370Z Nismo. It has a top speed of 155 miles per hour and 250 kilometers per hour. The Nissan 370Z Nismo was first introduced as a part of the 370Z lineup in 2009, and its price was set at just under $40,000. Its stunning performance is powered by a 3.7-liter V6 engine that produces 350 horsepower and 273.6 pound-feet of torque. With this power, the car can reach 60 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds. The Nissan Skyline GT-R R34 was first produced in 1998 as a part of the Skyline range, which was actually originally built by Japan's Prince Motor Company. This is the car that many people picture when they hear GT-R. This beauty was nicknamed Godzilla, with its 2.6-liter turbo-charged 6-cylinder front engine producing 280 horsepower. However, it was rumored to be closer to 320 horsepower. This gave the car a 0 to 60 time of 4.8 seconds and top speed of 156 miles per hour and 251 kilometers per hour. The car further gained popularity from Fast and Furious 2, where it was driven by the character Brian O'Connor, played by legendary Paul Walker, where it became an iconic symbol of street racing and car culture. Nissan produced just over 11,500 R34, being sold at a price of $45,000, but today they are sold upwards of $140,000. This car was without a doubt an icon and a monster for its time, but still doesn't even compare to the last two on this list. Now, you're probably wondering why this absolute beast isn't higher on the list. This car has a top speed of a monstrous 196 miles per hour and 315 kilometers per hour, powered by GT-R's standard twin-turbo-charged 3.8-liter V6 engine, producing a mighty 565 horsepower and 467 pound-feet of torque. The Nissan GT-R R35 was developed to continue the legacy of the GT-R series and to be able to compete with high-end sports cars while being relatively affordable in comparison and being more practical, having 4 seats. The R35 had an all-wheel drive system which provided great handling. It debuted in 2007, where it was sold at a reasonable price of $69,000. With it still being in production to date, making improvements with each model, now the car is being sold at a heavy $120,000. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How on earth has this car reached that speed? Well, listen to this. When Nissan first announced that a Nissan Juke R prototype was to be made in 2011, everyone thought it was the biggest April Fool's joke ever. The Nissan Juke R was meant to be a crossover between the Nissan GT-R and the Nissan Juke. 4 years after the Juke R was produced, Nissan made a prototype of the Nissan Juke R 2.0. With this car, Nissan put the engine of, funnily enough, the next car on this list. It had a twin-turbocharged 3.8-liter V6 engine, producing a mighty 600 horsepower and 481 pound-feet of torque. This power the car to reach 200 miles per hour and 322 kilometers per hour. And from a standstill, the car was expected to reach 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds flat. However, with less than 10 units of this beast actually produced, that car did not come cheap, being sold at $590,000. You may have thought this was Nissan's fastest car, but it's probably because you have never heard of the last 2 beasts on this list. The Nissan GT-R Nismo, which is where the Nissan Juke R2 engine comes from, is a higher performance variant of the regular Nissan GT-R, being able to reach a speed of 205 miles per hour and 330 kilometers per hour. The Nissan GT-R Nismo features an upgraded version of the regular Nissan GT-R's 3.8-litre turbocharged V6 engine. The factors that makes the car reach higher speeds and power compared to the regular GT-R is, other than the modified and tuned engine, the Nismo incorporates lightweight materials such as its carbon fiber components, including its carbon fiber rear wing, improving its aerodynamics and tuned suspension. This provides the car with 600 horsepower and 481 pound-feet of torque, giving it a rapid 0 to 60 time of 2.9 seconds. The car improves each year, being currently sold at $222,000 US. The Nissan R390 GT1 was primarily created to race in the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1997 and the 1998 race. In 1997, Nissan managed to just reach 13th place after facing many complications. However, in 1998, they made many improvements, with their new design having more downforce, better aerodynamics, and managed to get all the way to third place. Strangely, however, Nissan ended up making just one road-legal R390 valued at $1 million. The car was powered by a 3.5-litre turbocharged V8 engine which generated 550 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. This enabled the race car to go from 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds and to reach an outstanding 220 miles per hour and 354 kilometers per hour. Technically, making this the fastest car actually driven on the list. Let me know what you think about Nissan's race history in the comments. Now, I'm aware that this is just a concept car and is not even guaranteed to go into production, but this car was too good to not be included on this list. The car originates for the popular racing game Gran Turismo, where they invited popular automakers to create virtual concept cars for the game and experience driving it in the virtual world. Due to the immense popularity of the Nissan concept car in the game, Nissan decided to actually build a real-world prototype of this vehicle where it was showcased in various automotive shows across the world. In the game, the car is seen to reach 222 miles per hour and 357 kilometers per hour with a 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds, with Nissan claiming if the car went into production, it could go a lot faster. Let me know in the comments if you think this car could ever go into production, and let me know your favorite Nissan car on this list. If you want to join the Car Nation community, hit that subscribe button and join in on the journey.